Hey guys, Jason Lamb here, and I am excited to tell you about a new resource that I have come across that Dare to Share has put out called Life in 6 Words. This new resource by Dare to Share is inspired by the Life in 6 Words spoken word piece that Propaganda did. You can watch the video on the Dare to Share YouTube page. But Propaganda explains the gospel through 6 words: God, our sins, paying everyone life. This video has been watched by teens and people the world over. And so Dare to Share has created this resource, Life in 6 Words, as an evangelism tool that explains the gospel using the lyrics from that video as well as some commentary generated by Greg and the team at Dare to Share to help students walk through and understand the gospel message. This is an amazing resource. Would highly encourage you to get several copies of this for your students as a way for them to pass along the gospel message to their friends and engage those spiritual conversations through the content of this book. Our student ministry is actually implementing a pretty intentional strategy to get the gospel out using this resource. We actually enlisted our adult leaders to participate first with us, gave them all a copy of the Life in 6 Words book, and challenged them to share the gospel with a coworker, a friend, maybe a student that they have the opportunity to minister to through our small groups, and said, we want you guys to put this out there, have that spiritual conversation with those students. After our leaders get going with that, we've actually already heard some cool testimonies of those who have taken that challenge. We're going to call out our seniors, our 12th graders, as well as some of our leadership students that typically run to evangelism challenges, and have them do the same thing. Take a copy of Life in 6 Words, put it in the hands of a friend, an unbeliever who doesn't know Christ, and engage that spiritual conversation. These 2 steps lead up to then the mass call and challenge that our students are going to get twofold. One, from the Dare to Share conference that we're going to attend this year, where they're going to get a copy of this book and be challenged to share their faith. But then we're going to get additional copies to challenge our entire youth group with. The big wins there is that our adults then, as we hold these students accountable to this challenge, our adults will be able to say, hey, I've done it too. I've been there. Here were my highs, my lows, my struggles, my successes. Here was my story. That way our students know we're not going to lead them anywhere that we haven't, as their adult leaders, been willing to go ourselves. Our seniors and our leadership students then will be able to encourage from a peer standpoint, hey, I've done this. Maybe I've done it a few times now, and I would encourage you, here's the change that's happened. Here's the impact that I've seen in my friend's life. Bottom line, this is an amazing new resource. You got to get your hands on it. It's a great tool and resource for your students to be able to share the gospel, to communicate the good news of Jesus Christ through the Life in 6 Words. Check out the video on Dare to Share's YouTube channel. Get a hold of these and get the gospel out there.